Morning, top of the morning, back at it again with another one. And today we're looking at the Nasdaq. Short and sweet video today. I'll be going over my procedure or my process that I personally follow when I go into looking at what is the likely direction we will go in for the day, or in other words, my daily bias. So for me, my process is centered upon the fact that I came to understand that my highest probability trades occur at daily and 4-hourly PD arrays, right? In most of my videos or my process, if you trade next to me, let's ignore this candle here and just focus on this one. What I'll look to do is mark out the previous day's low and previous day's high. Once price opens below a previous daily low, I'll anticipate price going bullishly if we strike past the previous day's low. Once that occurs, I'll look for signs that we could get a bullish signature, and I'll look for, say, another PD array or an imbalance or something towards the previous day's high to inform where price could go off to. The opposite is true if I'm at the previous day's, if I'm at the top then I'm bearish. I look for price to strike past the previous day's high, and then I look for something that will pull price to the downside. If we look at yesterday's trade, you can see here the low. We just briefly brushed past the low of yesterday, and then price began to push to the upside. Going down to the 4-hour. This is the main basis where we see price moving from internal range liquidity to external range, or external range to internal range liquidity. By external range liquidity, I mean the stops that exist below the previous day's low and above the previous day's high. Internal range liquidity, I mean any PD arrays or swings that exist in between the range of that high and that low. In this instance, for me, any PD array, so either an order block or an imbalance here, right? I'll go down to the daily time frame because I'm gonna now update it to today's price movement and show what I am anticipating. So I'll place this high there to delineate yesterday's high. As you can see, let me just put this so that it's straight. Okay, yesterday's high marked out, yesterday's low marked out. That's step one. Now, as you can see, today price opened up and we ran past yesterday's high. We also have a PD array or an imbalance, a daily one that exists above. So what we could potentially see is price pushing up into this area before perhaps extending down towards a pool of internal range liquidity. That would be that 4-hourly PD array, or this imbalance here that I'm looking at price potentially making its way to fill out. So we have stops here, liquidity, that gap as well. Price could push up there and then make its way down into this area if the bearish bias plays out. I'm anticipating a bearish bias. As you can see, we've had strong displacement to the downside, but if it doesn't play out, it doesn't play out. We will just act accordingly and follow proper risk management while waiting for signs that indicate that price is likely to progress to the downside. Update to follow, and we will see if indeed it did play out. You can take this one step further and go to forexfactory.com, where you can use the economic calendar to anticipate when you are likely to see volatility or expansion within the charts. Today it's Wednesday, the 26th of June. At 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have new home sales numbers coming out. So I can expect volatility around about at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now it's almost 6 in the morning. I have no need to be watching my charts. I've got the previous day's high marked out, the previous daily low marked out. I have a 4-hourly imbalance marked out. I have the most recent or the closest daily imbalance marked out as well. And now it's just a matter of waiting for 10 a.m. and witnessing or studying how price on the lower time frames reacts around these higher time frame PD arrays. Like I said, for me, I focus on daily PD arrays as well as 4-hourly PD arrays. This is part 1 of a 2-part video. I'll be posting part 2 soon as we go over the outcome of this particular idea, or seeing the outcome of the price action on Wednesday. Thank God for the skill. Thank you for your time.